Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies. And this is Ballot Unanimity of Thee, from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Ballot Unanimity of Thee. Unanimity in the choice of candidates is considered so essential to the welfare of the fraternity that the old regulations have expressly provided for its preservation in the following words: "But no man can be entered a brother in any particular lodge or admitted to be a member thereof without the unanimous consent of all members of that lodge then present when the candidate is proposed, and their consent is formally asked by the master, and they are to signify their consent or dissent in their own prudent way, either virtually or in form, but with unanimity. Nor is this inherent privilege subject to a dispensation, because the members of a particular lodge are the best judges of it, and if a fractious member should be imposed on them, it might spoil their harmony, or hinder their freedom, or even break and disperse the lodge, which ought to be avoided by all good and true brethren." Constitutions, 723, page 59. The rule of unanimity here referred to is, however, applicable only to the United States of America, and all of whose Grand Lodges it is strictly enforced. Anderson tells us, in the second edition of the Constitutions, under the head of New Regulations, page 155, that it was found inconvenient to insist upon unanimity in several cases, and, therefore, the Grand Masters have allowed the lodges to admit a member if not above 3 ballots are against him, though some lodges desire no such allowance. And accordingly the present Constitution of the Grand Lodge of England says, no person can be made a Mason in or admitted a member of a lodge if on the ballot 3 black balls appear against him. But the bylaws of a lodge may enact that 1 or 2 black balls shall exclude a candidate, and bylaws may also enact that a prescribed period shall elapse before any rejected candidate can be again proposed in that lodge. Rule 190. The Grand Lodge of Ireland prescribes unanimity, unless there is a bylaw of the subordinate lodge to the contrary. Law 127. The Constitution of Scotland provides that 3 black balls shall exclude a candidate. Lodges in the colonies and in foreign parts may enact that 2 black balls shall exclude. Rule 181. In the continental lodges, the modern English regulation prevails. It is only in the lodges of the United States that the ancient rule of unanimity is strictly enforced. Unanimity in the ballot is necessary to secure the harmony of the lodge, which may be as seriously impaired by the admission of a candidate contrary to the wishes of 1 member as of 3 or more. For every man has his friends and his influence. Besides, it is unjust to any member, however humble he may be, to introduce among his associates one whose presence might be unpleasant to him, and whose admission would probably compel him to withdraw from the meetings or even altogether from the lodge. Neither would any advantage really accrue to a lodge by such a forced admission. For while receiving a new and untried member into its fold, it would be losing an old one. For these reasons, in this country, in every one of its jurisdictions, the unanimity of the ballot is expressly insisted on, and it is evident from what has been here said that any less stringent regulation is a violation of the ancient law and usage. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.